Hey everyone, and welcome to day 26 of my horror movie review marathon, and I've got your Deep Blue Sea movie review. Scientists may have discovered a way to cure Alzheimer's by using sharks. Good luck harvesting it because they look like shark bait. Ooh ha ha. So as far as the story goes, this movie released in 1999 makes me appreciate Jaws so much more. Even though this was like the Jurassic Park version of a shark movie that felt more thrilling and action-packed than a horror, kind of like Sharknado, but without all of the mostly ridiculous comedy. However, I was more horrified by the terrible way the movie was paced, and at times it was going all over the place, so it just really felt like a bland and basic type of movie. So as far as the casting goes, you've got quite a few big name actors in this movie. However, they don't really impress me here, no matter what they were doing, because they just were coming off very over the top or just doing this movie for a quick paycheck. You've got Thomas Jane, who is most notable as the Punisher, but he certainly tries his best to punish the sharks for being sharks and going after all of the people. So he tries to be this hero, but I really feel like he falls short of that agenda. Saffron Burrows, not much of a damsel in distress, but also tries to be a heroine in her own right, that I really could not stand behind. Sorry. And Samuel L. Jackson, I was shocked to see him in this movie because, like I said with the Jurassic Park reference, hold on to your butts, because his character in this movie acted just like his character in Jurassic Park. And that was the least bit impressive to me, because we all know how Samuel Jackson sort of, tries to, oversell his acting ability. And even LL Cool J, I like the guy, I think he's cool, but here he just sort of felt like a comic relief. And it already didn't help that this movie was unfunny. So the things that I liked about this movie was that the only fact that some of those sharks, some of the time, just loved creeping up on people and doing what they do best. I mean, I was constantly reminded of my hatred towards The Meg, but yet I feel like The Meg did so much better for that movie than it did here. But unfortunately, the things that I didn't really like about this movie was that the dialogue was laughable. I really just couldn't stand the way everybody was acting. The CGI sharks, but it just looked so bad. It was almost like a video game. I know this was made before, a whole new decade of when CGI was actually going to improve some of the imagery, but it just didn't do it here. I mean, it made Sharknado look like an Oscar-winning movie, and I got bored with it, and most of the time, I just found it to be really, really lame. I mean, no wonder the sequel is direct to DVD. So, it did have a potential to show more of the story, but I just could not get through this movie another second. So overall, I would say that this movie really felt like a cheap knockoff version of Jaws, and dare I say one of the Jaws sequels that kind of reminded me of this movie too. But this movie really was too simple and just really didn't do it for me. So I would not recommend seeing this movie at all. I would say there are other shark movies out there that are 10 times better than this. So I would give this 1 heart on the heart rate scale. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of Deep Blue Sea, and come back tomorrow for day 27 of my horror movie review marathon. And as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got movie reviews, movie updates, come every week for a Chill Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, and I will see you guys later.